Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get it together.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down. 80 weapon. 36. Hey, alert 3.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch out.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it with Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular and not get a first down out of it?
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Motion, motion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fine time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Bravo.
Mike's 43. Here we go. Here we go. 43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. Drop deep. Drop deep. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 52.
Regular. We go.
Throwing again. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
Go.
Tighten up. Deuce.
Tight.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Come on, fellas. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
Half 85.
Allen.
Undercut.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 31, check 31.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? About the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch it.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hayward.
Check 9. Check 9.
Hey, I got him. That's me.
Hey, 1-7. 1-2.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You ready? 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, here we go. Shit.
Middle. SOS.
Now Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
23 in the mic. Hey, hold it. Yo, kill. Tight dog. Joker. Hey, hold on. Watch out, Greenman. Safety's alert. Safe.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
43. Check. 43. Oh, yeah.
Half.
Here we go.
Five.
Check.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Check 43. Check. Crunch.
On 1st down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
43 is the mic.
All day.
Slam. 6 guys.
Check alert.
Check.
To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Half. We got double up. 56.
Check.
Hey, box drop.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to go for a big play now. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the shift.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We want it. Come to 49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike's 49. Bring it.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They go to Johnson again. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, let's go.
43's the mic. Hey, that's scared. That's scared.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Kill over.
Turn it. Keep it.
Throwing is Allen on third. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. Check nickel.
56.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. The busy night continues for Johnson. Johnson on poke 3, football's out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. 36. Hey, alert 3.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 49.
Watch out.
They'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And touchdown! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Check hot route. 54's Mike. Yo. 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Hey, look, just me and you.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. We're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Switch. Back. Switch.
Johnson running right. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Duke Dawson picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Under 10. Check 26. Check. Right there. Slams.
Alert, alert, alert.
On second down, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Get ready. Get ready.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Check. Check.
First down,
Check.
Houston.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Now Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Watch the shoot.
Second and
Half
10.
85, half 85.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
43 is the mic. Come on, D. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey,
Monday.
hey. Check it out.
From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check, check, 43.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Middle.
He's coming, double up.
Operating from the gun, Allen.
Shit, shit, shit.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
SOS, SOS. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 99, check 99. You go tight.
Alert.
You got tight right there.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
Keep.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Middle.
Set.
Sub.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
56.
Hey, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Round 80. 5 wide.
3 down.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Crunch.
Hey, tight. Hey, seam 6. 43
is the mic.
I got him. Let's go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
They got his man, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the home team here, they remain as high.